Hello, I'm Vishwa Vijay, and let's look into the application that I've developed. The UI is pretty simple. It's just industry and location. So for the example, let's go with fintech and Singapore. And after we click enter, we can see that the lead generation was pretty quick because it was already cached in the memory. So we have a few numerical filters here. For example, rating and reviews. So let's just have the minimum rating as 3 or 3.5. And for the reviews, if we go with a number like 100, we can see that it has been filtered according to our parameters. So now I will just click a few entries to just like enter the data, and yep, this one and that one too. So here you can see that we can download this entire lead table as a CSV file, and the maximize button is just to view everything in the same screen without dragging it. And after we click enrich, it will ask us to go to a separate page, and here we can see that it is getting enriched by the Apollo API. So let's just wait for a few minutes. I'll just speed it up. Yep. So here we can see that there is some detailed data regarding the companies that we selected in the previous page. So yep, we have a lot of columns like number of employees, the funding, the latest funding date, etc. So based on this, we can select for which company we want to generate an email for. So what happens behind the screen is that there's a library called crawl for AI. So it goes into the website, it gets the pure markdown text, it gets rid of all the HTML tags, and it just returns a pure markdown text which is then fed to an LLM. I'm just speeding up the entire process, and boom, we have our new email. So this email is personalized, meaning that it describes what the company does best, and we add their features and their what we are impressed by them. So that is kind of sort of personalized. And now we can, if you want to, we can download the email, or we can generate for some other companies. And the next page is intelligent querying. So what we have here is a user query from the internet, and this query describes a lot of in-depth details, like we want it to be from UK in healthcare industries with number of employees ranging between 10 to 50 and a funding of 1 million, etc. So when we pass this query into the model, what it does is that it generates parameters which is then passed on to an API, which I unfortunately can't demonstrate because it's paid. But when we get hold of these parameters, we can just simply pass them into the API so that we get more in-depth results from the lead generation process, and that's what we're trying to do here. Yep, so that's it for the demonstration, and thank you.